Adams Park, our next destination. Hey, Sam.
Hi Luke, and Matt Bloomfield makes one change from the side that beat Leyton Orient in midweek. Freddie Potts is recalled, taking the place of Killian Phillips, who drops to the bench. So we can line up with Max Strayek in goal, a back three of Joe Lowe, Ryan Tafazoli and Jack Grimmer. Harry Boyes is left wing back, Kane Vincent-Young right wing back. Midfield trio of Luke Leahy, Josh Scowen and the aforementioned Potts, while Sam Vokes leads the line alongside Dale Taylor, who comes up against the club he spent the second half of last season on loan at. On the bench for the Chairboys, Charlotte, Farino, McCleary, Keogh, Hanlon, Phillips and Debar. It's a real chance today for the Chairboys to earn back-to-back victories for what would be the first time under Matt Bloomfield, and to do so he would need to win a competitive match on a Saturday for the first time as Wycombe manager. Remarkably, the victory over Leyton Orient maintained Bloomfield's 100% record on Tuesday night as Chairboys boss, but it's no win in the 11 matches played on a Saturday afternoon. The visiting Brewers, well, they arrived still in search of their first point of the season, and we saw what happened on Tuesday night when two sides went face-to-face in search of first points. Red cards and a 5-goal thriller. Is that a sign of what's to come this afternoon? It's Wycombe against Burton Albion.
Thanks very much, Sam. That was an exciting game, wasn't it? Midweek. A bit bonkers, in all honesty. Let's speak to Sam Avery, who's watching the Chairboys this afternoon. I mean, what an important win that was, Sam.
Yeah, it was, after two, not only defeats, but disappointing defeats as well. To lose 3-0 twice shows that you've been quite poor in both boxes, and Bloomfield admitted that. So to win on Tuesday night was huge. I also think the manner of which they won was big as well, because they had to, and we talked about it on Tuesday night, they had to show that old school Wycombe grit and determination to get over the line, because that was a really nervy it was 10 minutes of added time on Tuesday night, and that was a nervous ending for Wycombe, and they did have to dig deep and stay strong to get that game over the line and to win the 3 points. So it was good to see that side of them as well, having not seen that in the first couple of league games.
That stat you said earlier, Sam, is bonkers. He's never won a game for as Wycombe manager on a Saturday.
It's incredible, honestly.
But he's 100% on a Tuesday.
Yes. So he's had 5 games on a Tuesday night, 100% record. He's now up to 11 games on a Saturday as Wycombe manager without winning a single one of them. It's absolutely bonkers, and I can't. I mean, he was appointed in February. Obviously, you've had an off-season since then, but I mean, if someone was to look it up, it's got to be some kind of record, surely, for a manager not to go this long without winning on a Saturday. But he has a 100% record in midweek, and a lot of Chairboys fans are suggesting that Wycombe might struggle in the league this season, but at least they'll get to the final of the League Cup.
Yes, exactly. Although that game will be played, the final will be played on Saturday, so they're going to.
Yeah, they'll lose the final.
They'll lose the final. Yeah, that's fair enough. And just briefly, thinking about Wycombe and the way they've started, and thinking about the transition that's been talked about, and I know that's been talked about a lot, but it's fair to talk about it because it's true. The bottom line is, it's in many ways, the onus is on players like the McClearys, like the Scowens, like the Grimmers, the Vokeses, the ones who get Wycombe, who are Wycombe through and through, who have played under both Ainsworth and Bloomfield, and they know what needs to be done there. They need to almost infect the other players with their Wycombeness.
Yeah, totally agree. I know that's the importance of having players with experience in the squad. Players, as you mentioned, Vokes, McCleary and others who can nurture these young players. There's 5 loan players in Wycombe's squad at the moment on loan from higher clubs who are very young, learning their trade in the EFL, and they need to be nurtured. They're all very good players, but a lot of them haven't cut their trade in the EFL yet. So they need nurturing, they need help when it comes to gelling, and I think we're finally seeing signs of that. Certainly on Tuesday night, it was a much better performance than the first couple of league games. But yeah, it's really important that those players do that, because Bloomfield's assembled a squad which looks good on paper in terms of a mix between youthful exuberance and experience, and there's a good amount of quality in the team as well. But that all needs to gel together, and the experienced players are going to play a key role in making sure that happens.